Quickie, and my name is Rod. On Interstate 29 in the great state of North Dakota, a little bit south of Fargo. Uh, I'm sure you've all been pretty much inundated by the news of the lottery the last couple days, the big Powerball lottery. You probably played it. I know I did. I bought one ticket. Got a little grief from my wife telling me how it's basically a voluntary tax, to which I said, hey, at least it's a voluntary tax. It's one I can choose to pay. And I'm paying, $2 for a chance at this time, a little over $500 million. $500 million, this record lottery. And then now it has been won by two people, one in Arizona and I think it was Illinois. Not sure. It doesn't matter. I don't care at this point. It will be split between two people, but that's a lot of money to split. Over $500 million. 585 million is, I believe, what the final total was. Hey, sorry, better luck next time for those of us here who are still working every day. But at the same time, it got me thinking. With the record amount of lottery tickets sold, there are a lot of people in this country, and if you've been listening this week and past week, I guess I kind of been hammering on this taxes and the wealthy, war on the wealthy thing. And I'm going to stick with that for this week, and I'll get off and move on to something else next week. Maybe go a little bit on the lighter side, but the quickie is about what I think, so what can I tell you? The fact that all these people bought these tickets tells me there's a lot of people that want to get rich, right? Don't we all want to get rich? Here's what jogged my mind when I heard this on the news about the record number. If so many people want to be rich, why do so many people hate rich people if that's what they want to be? And it's got to be envy, right? That's the only thing I can come up with. The reason why so many of us hate the rich and want them to be taxed is because that makes it fair for us to not be rich, because they're getting their shaft. Somebody's taking it to them for a change. Because I understand the concept, right? We're all out here working every day, and we're trying to make our average income, which in North Dakota is around 50 grand per person. I just saw that the other day too. North Dakota, number one best run state in the nation. Number one best run fiscally. I'm talking. Number one best run state in the nation. So I got to throw that out there for those of you who don't live in this state, but do check out the Quickie and are listening in other places. North Dakota, number one. So when my state, gets an honor like that, I got to throw it out there. But with that said, we're all making our average wage, and stuff happens to us every day. Medical bills. This comes out of left field and blindsides you, and there's just never enough money to go around for most of us. And so when you can see somebody who is who we perceive as wealthy, and they're getting something done to them, a la the government taking more of their money, I understand how it makes people feel good. It doesn't make me feel good. That's why I come on here and go, this is ridiculous. You guys are, you think that are, you're thinking skewed a little bit. And that's why when I heard about all the people trying for a chance at this $585 billion, it wasn't a chance to win $1 million or $2 million. It was a chance to become richer than Mitt Romney. Okay, these people who no doubt voted against Mitt Romney because he was this evil wealthy guy who was going to do the country dirty, no doubt went and paid between $200 and $200 on lottery tickets for a chance to become richer than him. Does that make sense to you? Because it really makes me laugh. I find it hilarious because I can guarantee you that the vast majority of those people probably do not have the same ideological and political views as Mitt Romney. Okay, so I got a kick out of it. I thought, hey, I'll bring that to the Quickie today and throw that out there. Here's the deal: people want to get rich. Why? That's a good question. So I'll leave that as the question. Why do it? And it's obvious. It's a rhetorical question. Why do people want to get rich? Because it's nice to have money. It's nice to. And what is money? Money is freedom. In the end, I know people don't like to hear that either, but money is freedom in the end to us. It's a way for us to be freer. It's a way for us to do the things we would like to do. That's all. And I hear the statement constantly, money is the root of all evil and money corrupts. Yeah, it does. You're right. Money can corrupt. And money can make people evil. That's true. But it's not the money that's the root of the evil. It's people that are evil. That's the case. People have evil, either evil in them or not. And it's the same. Hey, poverty can make you evil too. I mean, so let's look at this from, if it's the money that's corrupting, then it's corrupting on both ends of this spectrum. Because if you're going to come to me and tell me how the wealthy are sticking it to people, the poor do stick it to people too, in ways like violently holding up banks and doing shady stuff because they're poor. So if being wealthy can drive you to become a worse person, then obviously you have to admit that on the other end, being poor or poverty can also make it. All depends on your character, because there are plenty of rich people who have character and are decent, upstanding human beings, just like there's a lot of poor people who have character and don't let the fact that they're impoverished lead them to a life of crime and selling drugs. Okay? Everybody that's not poor isn't standing on a corner peddling dope. Just like everybody who's rich isn't sticking it to some other poor dude and robbing him blind, running some Ponzi scheme, or being some Wall Street, dude who's doing this insider trading shit. It's not the case. You got to look at things, a little bit more level-headedly. All right, I'm going long here. Hey, Northern Exposure Show this Saturday at 9. I will be there along with my lovely wife, Vicky. Hope you join us there. You can check us out on www.northxshow.com. That's where you can watch the show. And as always, you can email me here. It's northxshow@gmail.com. Hey, have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for listening.